What's up, guys? It's your boy Paul. This is Rideout Reviews, and I'm back with the TV show review on Amazon Prime, and it is Bosch. Man, I didn't even know the sixth season was coming out. It just showed up in my email. I had to check it out. Are you guys fans of Bosch? I hope so, because it is one of the best detective shows, best shows out there, man. And it is on its sixth season. I believe there's one more coming out, and I hope they continue to do it because it's always shocking. Let's jump into it. Bosch stars Titus Welliver, Jamie Hector, Amy Aquino, and Lance Reddick. Harry Bosch is a hard-nosed detective in Los Angeles. Smart, witty, and he always finds his way to catch the killer by his gut and maybe bending a few rules in the process. Man, this show is great. So, let me tell you the good about this show. Great acting. Titus, great actor. Just loves his character. I just feel the way he presents his character and how he exudes confidence, strength, calm, but always poised, always doing the right thing, always head straight. And then that's a great thing that I love about the show too. But also, man, Riddick, that boy cold as a police chief. And he always plays police chiefs. It seems like, man, he's got that walk too. But he's in The Wire. He was tight in that. He's also in John Wick. He a boss in that too. Man, great actor. J. Edgar, that's my dog. He was in The Wire too. He was Marlowe. Woo! Man, they got some good actors in this show. The characters, the way they have a community, and especially in the police area and homicide, man, they just have such a great community, caring about each other, being each other's lives, talking with each other, growing each other, helping each other out in all these different ways, man. It's just a great dynamic between the characters. Man, I love the dynamic between Bosch and his daughter, just how matter of fact they are. That's how he is. Bosch is just a matter of fact dude. But their relationship is so great where they are honest with each other always, never hiding each other. All that characters, and it develops if you start from season one, which I most assuredly tell you should go check out. So definitely watch that. But it's such a great dynamic and development of each of these characters. It's wonderful. The plots are always good. All the stories that they bring out always seem to be straightforward, but then they always add a little element of nuance or surprise to it where it makes it even more interesting to carry the story throughout the 10 episode arc. And then that episode arc, it always ends with something crazy. This season was not anything different. I didn't see a surprise like that. I could see where it was going, but then it just completely changed. And I was like, is he telling the truth? But he was. And that's what's so crazy about it. What's so interesting is how they keep the story going forward for the next season. I know, cliffhangers, everybody does them. I know. But they do this one well. They do it well. I feel like I'm part of the group, man. Part of Hollywood homicide. Hollywood homicide, man. I'm out there helping. And I like the little storylines that they have in between, and they all seem to meld and mesh together to create the overarching story as well. They don't spend too much time on them, but they don't spend too little time on them. The little nuggets always add up to something, and they play throughout the whole time. I remember looking at, I think it's Barrel. Barrel, his watch. I was like, he still got that watch. He still got that watch. Hey, man, hit me up in the comments if you notice he still got that Apple Watch. That's tight, man. And then what I also like is just the characters. So I talked about character development earlier, but just having them do nuanced things. People who are gung-ho about doing the right thing always. And that seems to be Bosch's character, that no matter what everybody says, all the political, all the jargon, all this stuff from the top down to be able to move and grow in rank and all this stuff, is he ain't for that. What he's doing is trying to follow murders, and he goes by his gut. He wants to close the case, and he'll do everything but cross the line. And that's really a good arc that we have in this story. And then another thing is the way his daughter now seems to be crossing that line and is trying to figure out who she is and if is what she's doing the right thing. In this specific one, she's working with a defense attorney, and she's defending these people that are good, but also aren't so good. May actually have committed these crimes, but she's defending them, and so she's trying to figure out, is she right because all people are entitled to a defense, or is she wrong because she's defending these people who actually may be guilty? So it's really cool to see that and how it plays out in this story. And it kind of puts us, not exactly, but it kind of puts us in Maddie's shoes, which is his daughter, like trying to figure out what is right or who is right and how they do it. Last season, Bosch did some nuanced things, and it was funny because it's like the sin of omission, where you don't do something rather than do something. And is that bad? If you watch somebody and don't try and help them, is that bad? Is that wrong? Or is just actively doing something against someone wrong? So I just love how that show has that in it. How it always talks to something about society and how we should act and how we should live. But it doesn't in such a nuanced way because it just revolves around the story, which is so great. The bad. Well, the only bad thing I can think of in this show is the CGI. I mean, I guess you could say special effects, but it doesn't normally do those things. Normally, all it does is just have practical effects because it's not really anything crazy going on. But at the end, it had like a bomb blow up and it looked so fake. But I didn't care because I was so invested in the story that was going on between these characters and just the heartache that they see, but the attempt to do the right thing even whenever it doesn't feel right. Like there was a time where a person had to, they had been working so long to try and find this murder, and they finally found him, but then he had something else that happened, and they had to give him a plea deal for murder to save other people, like 3 young girls. And it's like, that's like being the person, the mother of that child that died, she kind of, I don't want to give it away, but it's like, man, it's tough. It's tough, man. Go check it out. Watch this, man. I'm going to rate this season a 4 out of 5 R's. Definitely intriguing. Definitely good. And definitely got a lot of care and heart that is thrown into the mix of all of this, man. There's so much. I didn't even talk about all of the things that are nuanced, that talk about characters and the way people live their lives, the gray areas of life. I haven't even talked about all of it. There's so much more in it. So go check it out, man. Check it out. If you haven't seen any of the previous seasons, check those out first and watch them all the way through. Make it a binge time. What are you going to do? We in the Corona season, man. So go and watch it. Is it redeemable? Man, by the way, I was just talking about the characters. You already know it's redeemable. If you watch this show, it'll teach you something about yourself. Maybe look at yourself a little bit more and how you see the world, and then give you a little look at how others see the world. So that's what's good about this show. It's got a lot of viewpoints. A lot of viewpoints. Hey, I appreciate you guys for watching again, man. It's Paul, and I enjoy being able to make these videos for you. So, if you had a great time listening to this review, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't checked out the channel, go ahead and do so. Also, hit that subscribe and the bell so that way you can get all the videos that I got. Checking them out and get notifications when they come out. Again, I thank you guys for watching. Have a great time, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Keep watching movies.